Hello everyone, this is Neha Sharma once again with you, and today in this video we will learn the basic rules or basic changes in direct and indirect speech. So dear students, in the previous video we learned that how we have to write down the sentences with direct speech and how to change them into indirect speech. We learned there about reported clause, reporting verb and reported speech, right? So we learned that what are the necessary things which are to be discussed or to be written in those direct speeches and what to be avoided in indirect speeches. So today here we will learn some of the basic changes, right? When we will change the direct speech into indirect speech, so what are the basic changes we have to follow? Right. So the first one is here the comma. The comma, I am talking about the single comma which is there. For example, she said, commas, I have done my homework. Okay, so this, suppose this is the sentence which is in direct speech to you. How you will identify? Because this speech will be, this dialogue will be enclosed in the you can say the report in the inverted commas or the quotation marks, right? Okay, so this part of the sentence which is outside the comma, this is a reporting clause, and this is having one reported speech, that is what a reporting verb, that is what said, right? So she said, I have done my homework. Here this is what reporting clause, okay, and this is what reporting verb, and this complete is what reported speech, right? Now the first thing is the comma we have to remove. Here we are talking about this comma, this one, okay. So at the place of this comma, when we will remove this comma here, so we will add that here. What we will add? We will add that in place of this comma, right? Let's say said to. If there is said to in reporting verb, okay, here I have written said, but if instead of this it will be she said to me, okay. So how to change this said to? This said to changes into told, okay. I am talking about said to, so this will change into told. This is written here in the second rule. Third one is the quotation marks or the inverted commas to be removed in the indirect speech. Okay, so that means we will not use any inverted commas or inverted quotation marks in the indirect speech, right? So you will remove that. And the fourth one is very important, that how to change the pronouns if in direct speech the pronouns are in first person or second person, so they changes into third person in the indirect speech. Now what is this third person, first person and second person? Let's revise. When we talk about first person, it is what? I and we. When we talk about second person, it is you and you. And when we talk about third person, it is what? He, she, it and they, right? So why I have used these two columns here? See, this first one is for singulars, right? And the second one is for plurals. The second one is for plurals. So I is singular, that is first person, and B is plural. Second is you, that is in both the cases singular and plural. He, she, it, and in plural it is what? They. Right? So like this we have to change. So if in the direct speech I is given, right, so that we have to change into third person, that is he or she, according to the pronoun given in that particular sentence, okay. So that we will do. So let's see how we have to do. I we have to change with he and she. I we have to change with third person, he and she. We have to change with they. So this is we, first person, and the third person plural is what? They. So that we have to change. You we have to change with you. So this you can be this second person I am talking about, this if that you is used for singular, so we will change into he or she, but if that you is being used for plural, so that will be changed into they, right. And next one is me. If me is given here, so that me I will use with him or her, depending on the gender. Okay, what is the gender used? My is used with his or her, are is used with theirs, us is used with them, and your is changed with his, her or their, okay, according to the situation. So this we have to take care. Clear? So these are the basic rule which we have to understand and which we have to note down. So please quickly take the screenshot of this and note down this in your notebook. Now let's practice this with the help of these examples which I have written here for you. So first we will take the same. She said, I have done my homework. So as we learned that she is she, that we will remain same. So she said to me. Suppose it is said, so that will be said only, but if it is said to me, so what you will do, said to changes into told, okay. But if it is said only, so it is written as said. So I am taking right now said to me, right. So she told me, but if it is she said, so then it is she said, that's it, okay. So she said to me, at the place of comma what we have to do, that. So that we have to write down here. Now we have to concentrate on the reported speech. Here the pronoun is of first person, that is I. So that I you have to change according to this she, right. So here that she has changed, have changes into had, okay. So these rules we will learn afterwards. Had and done. Now this my, as we learn, my changes with his or her. So we have to see, here it is given she. So according to that we have to change. So her and then homework, full stop. Okay, so this is what your indirect speech. Let's take the second one. I said to my mother, commas, I shall not go to school today. Right. So here what is the pronoun? So that will be same I. Said to changes into what? Told. To whom I said? My mother. So I told my mother. Comma changes into that. Right. And this quotation marks we have to remove now. This I once again changed with I. Right. Because I said to my mother. So that is I. Now here the shall changes into should. I should not. Now go changes into go, because here it is should, right. Model take verb first after that. Go to school, and one very important change is today, that changes into that day. Okay, so these basic changes also I will discuss with you, that today changes into that day, tomorrow changes into what, and yesterday changes into what. So that we will discuss here. Now please do not get confused that here also I have used I and here also I have used I, because I am talking about I here, right. Both the things, both the pronouns which are used for here in this, that is what I. So this I am changing with this, so that will be I obviously, right. So I told my mother that I should not go to school that day, that's it, right. So these are the changes. Now we will talk about the changes according to the tenses. So first we will discuss the present tense today. So but before that, take the screenshot of these answers and note down these examples in your notebook. So let's learn the first rule of changing direct speech into indirect speech. These were the basic rules, and this is rule number 1. So we are starting with present tense, and when we are talking about simple present tense, the first aspect of present tense, that says verb first and verb first plus s or es in the sentence. So if that type of situation is there in the direct speech, we have to change that verb first or verb first plus s or es into second form. Okay, so see what is written here. This is rule number 1. The verb in the simple present tense in the direct speech changes into simple past. So what is here? Point to be noted. Present tense changes into simple past. Okay, simple present tense changes into simple past. And for your convenience, I have done here, if the verb first is there, that will be changed into verb second. If verb first plus s or es is there, we have to change that into verb second with all these basic changes. Okay, so let's see. He said, I live in the city center. So he will remain he here. Said, because it is said only, not said to, so this will be written as said, right? At the place of commas, what we have to use? That, and we have to remove these quotation marks, right, from the starting of this also. So that is what quotation mark. So this we have to remove from here. And this I, this is in first person, that we have to change according to this he. Okay, so this I changes into he and she, this we have learned, and here because it is he, so we will do this he. So he said that he. Now this live is the first form. This first form changes into verb second, and what is the second form of live? That is lived. Okay, so lived. Rest of the sentence will be same. In the city center. In the city center, and the full stop in the end. Okay, please do not write the sentence or the indirect speech with the quotation marks, right? So that is the change. It's quite easy, just you need practice. My mother said to me, this is the second one. So here we are talking about my mother, so that will be same here, my mother. Now we learnt that this said to changes into told. Okay, so this said to changes into told. To whom? Me. Okay, told me. Comma changes into that. Inverted commas we have to remove, and this I we have to change. I is pronoun of first person, that we have to change with this my mother, either he or she, right? And now my mother is what? She, so that we have to do she. So I and we, I changes into he and she. We have taken mother here, so for that we will do she. So she. Now go is there. Verb first is there. We have to change into verb second. So what is this? Second is went. For walk. Full stop. Right, so this is what? Indirect speech. Let's learn the third one also. The teacher said, commas, I teach format of formal letter. So here the teacher, it is not said to, so we will write down said only, right? And when it is not given, said to whom, so we actually suppose, like in mathematics we do let the number is equals to this. So here we let the subject, the other subject as me. Okay, so the teacher said, here the teacher said, commas we have to change into that, inverted commas we have to remove, and this I we have to change into he or she. Now this teacher is there, which is a common gender, a common noun. So this we can use he also and she also, that is your choice. So he or she, whatever you like, that you have to write down. Teach is first form, that will be changed into taught. Next, rest will be same, that is format of letter. Clear? So this you have to do. Please do not put this dash dash, complete sentence with the full stop you have to write down in your answer. Okay? So this was first rule. We learned that simple present tense changes into simple past tense. Please take the screenshot of this and note it down in your notebook. Now next is second rule, that says if the verb of the direct speech is given in present continuous, means is, am, are, was, were plus verb first plus ing, so that changes into past continuous, means in was, were and verb first plus ing, right? So is, am, are changes into was, were, and that ing form remains same. So with that basic rules, he said to me. Now here what are the basic rules? That said to, commas we have to remove, I we have to change in he or she according to the sentence, whatever is given in reported clause, so that we have to do. So here he said to changes into told, me changes into me, comma, that and we will remove these quotation marks, and this I changes into he and she, and here it is given he only, so we will do he. Now this am, that is what? Is, am, are, right? So this is same tense. Now with he, what we have to choose? We have to choose like it is, am, are. This is in present, right? And past, it is what? Was in were. So as we know, is used with singular, am is used with I, and are is used with plural. So here was is used with singular and were is used with plural. So we have to check whatever is suitable for he because he is singular. So we have to take was here. So he, am changes into was. Now writing, that will be same, there will be no change in verb. So writing a horror story, full stop. Okay, and you will not put any commas here. Second is the PN said commas, the teacher is teaching in that classroom. So the PN said commas are removed with that. Now the teacher is different. No, that is different. That is not having similarity with the PN. So these both are different things. So the PN said that is talking about the teacher. So the teacher we will do, and this is very important change here, that this capital T will be the small t here. This is very important. If you will not do that in your question or in your answer, so this will be a mistake. So the teacher, now is changes into was, teaching in that classroom. Okay, so these are the changes which we have to do when the verb given in the direct speech is in present continuous, and that we have to change into past continuous. So dear students, please take the screenshot of this and practice these sentences with simple present and present continuous, and in the next video we will learn how to change direct speech if it is given in present perfect and present perfect continuous. Till then, please learn these rules, these two rules and the basic rules. Thank you very much for today. Stay safe, stay happy, and practice a lot to learn English. Thank you.